What's up, everybody? I know it's been a while since I posted a last video. I apologize about that. I have been learning to become more consistent. I need to become more consistent on YouTube, but I've been becoming more consistent in my life too, my day-to-day life. So life is just all about learning. You got to learn from your mistakes. You got to learn from other people's mistakes and just keep moving forward. Don't go backwards. You know. So that's what I've been learning. You know, just like I'm trying to teach other people, I'm learning too. I'm a student at life, and it never ends. The learning never ends. You will always learn something new every single day. You just gotta search for it. Gotta search for it. Um, I would like to say welcome to 2020. Happy New Year. For me, I think 2020 is a a wake up call for everybody. It is 2020. 2020 is like the perfect vision. So it's like I feel that everybody's gonna start. We're gonna start waking up more and more and realizing what we're really here for as a human being, and we're gonna realize that, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be something great. I know my hair looks a little crazy. I'm letting it grow a little bit, trying something new. Can't keep doing the same old things all the time. We gotta learn to get out of our comfort zone and try something new. And I thought I'd try a new haircut. All right, but what I was saying is like we're going through a wake up call. So what I really want to get to is saying this: we really are spiritual beings here for a temporary human experience. We are coming here to experience life, life on earth, life for what it is. You know, we are forever living, and we're energy. We're all connected to the same thing. We're just living in this body. It's like our soul is inside of the body. It's like a car, basically. You know, and we only get it temporarily. That's why we die, and it just goes through a cycle. It it ain't like some people are lucky and some people are just unlucky. It happens to every single one of us. Every single one of us. We have to come to accept that and understand that is part of our life right here on earth. That is our part, and that is how we got to do it. But what what I really wanted to get to is like how we're energy, how we consume energy, we create energy, and like I thought of an example, of like when people go and eat meat, they eat, say per se, like they eat a chicken. They eat a chicken that was held in captivity and it was living through life fear, like knowing that they're about to die. They know that they're about to die. They're not, just because it's an animal doesn't mean that it doesn't have feelings. So it's like they just can't tell you. But they died in fear. So what happens is you consume that same food that was once living and was scared, knowing that it was gonna die. You consume that, and now you're living life feared, fearing everything, scared of everything. Even like you wouldn't even understand why, you know. And it just creates more and more negative energy. I know I sound crazy. I know I do. It's okay. It's all right. Um, the more you listen to me, the more you will actually want to go and search more about it, because I listen to other people. I don't listen to just one person. I read books and I try to learn from other people too. That way I'm not sitting here just believing one person's thing and then just like, oh, okay, yeah, I know he's the one that's telling the truth. No, I want to keep searching. Let me see if there's some points being missed. And a lot of people resort back to the same thing, is that we're energy beings, and that what we consume, whether that's music, food, anything we're consuming in our day-to-day life, that's what that's what we're creating in our lives. So when we create fear, or when we think of fear, our life becomes fearful. We start experiencing things that will put you in a fear, like being broke, um, like losing loved ones, like the list goes on and on and on. But What I've learned is that we're all here to create what we want to create, what we do, and we can create whatever we want to create. But we become so dependent on everything else, on everyone else, and we lose our focus. We lose our focus because we're so dependent on the government for like public aid, link card, WIC programs, things of that nature. I know, it's like I've been there. We depend on jobs to be able to pay our bills, to be able to feed our kids, to be able to do what we really want. We depend on our parents to buy us clothes, to buy us shoes. We depend on school for proper education, to things like that. We're just dependent. We just became like such a dependent society that we just depend on other things because we don't want to go for something unknown. We don't know if, like, hey, what if we go for that business? What if we open up a job, and then what if it fails, you know? But if you're living life in the what ifs, then it's always going to be a what if. But what if you started that job and then actually became successful from it? You would never know until unless you went for it. So everybody has to just take that leap and just say, you know what? We are here to live our best of lives, to create what we really want to create, and to become the better version of ourselves. It's like all of us go through a struggle of our own. Every single one of us. We all go through a struggle of our own. We all know, oh, excuse me. We all go through a struggle of our own. And we just need to figure out how to get out of that struggle. We just need to figure it out. And how I learned is to tap inside, and I understood that there's more to us than what meets the eye, and there's way more to us. And I started noticing, I'm like, our ancestors, they never had to depend on the things that we depend on, and they live fine. I started noticing, our ancestors always like spoke to the skies. They always prayed to God. And they spoke to their ancestors, in the heavens. And it's like there's more to us. Like we're really spiritual beings, and we're still connected to that spiritual world. But with everything that's going on in this world, it just disconnects us from really what's really reality. They're tricking us with what we see in front of us and making us believe that this is our reality. We have to live life scared. We have to trust the government. We have to trust this. But if you start seeing, and they just create more and more and more and more fear, it gets crazier and crazier. You know, we have to eliminate all distractions, all type of distractions. We have to eliminate TV, social media. We have to like just get back to us, get back to ourselves, like how our ancestors did. Like I said, I know I sound crazy, but when we can all understand that we are all connected to the same exact source, anything living, and I mean anything living, the trees, the grass, the bugs, the birds, the dogs, the cats, whatever, we're all connected. It's how we can feel each other's energy. That's how, like, you can walk into a room of people that just got into a big fight, and you can feel that negative energy from it. You can feel it. It's because we're all connected. It's not this. It's not an accident. That's how we're designed. We're designed like this. Just like somebody can design a damn building, God can design anything. Anything he could create. And man, it gets deep. So right now, what I'm learning is that we're all here for a purpose. We're all here to help one another wake up to our true purpose, to showing us that we can really become something, and we could teach our children to go for anything that they really want to. We don't want to teach our kids to be scared of life too. It's like it's already bad enough our parents taught us to be scared. Oh, don't do this, don't do that. You're gonna hurt yourself. It's all right. It's all right if you hurt yourself, man. Get a couple little scratches, a little couple little bruises, some battle wounds. It's all right. Go for it. Who cares? Who cares? You understand? They got that little lame motto, you only live once. Yeah, you only live once. I'm not saying to go party and get drunk and do a bunch of drugs. I'm not saying things like that, but you only live once. Why would you want to go to your grave with unfinished business? Take care of your business, take care of your peoples. Make sure your kids make sure your kids are good when you're gone. You know? Because you wouldn't want your children to go through the same shit that you struggled with, you know? Get it right. That way your kids and their kids and their kids could just keep the wealth going. Keep it generational. Let's not keep poverty generational. Let's keep the wealth generational. We got to help one another, uplift one another. Stop the hating. Stop the hating on one another, and let's uplift one another. Let's uplift one another to become something better. Become a better version of them. Become a better version of you. Become a better version of us. You know, we can all create great businesses. You know, we're in a time right now where fear is at an all-time high, and fear, and from what I've been reading about and hearing about, is fear is it only stands for false evidence appearing real, which means it's all in your head. It's all in your head. Everything that's going on in your life, any struggle that's going on in your life, you can either let it make you or you can let it break you, you know. And a lot of people, they let it get to them, and it affects them a lot, and it just keeps cycling through. It keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse until there's no way of them coming back. And it's like I had somebody once tell me, they were like, how can you live your life feeling great about life when there's all that bullshit going on around you, when 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 there's just so much noise going on around you. And I told him straight up, I I silence all of that out. I understand that I could either let it get to me, or I could just be like, you know what? That it's all a game anyways. It's all a joke. No, I wouldn't say it's like really a joke, but it is a game. It's a game on our consciousness to see how many people they can really control. And they can control a lot of people through fear. Through fear, a government can control many people through just basic fear. Just fear of wars, fear of terrorist attacks, fear of anything. Like, they will promote that. Like, that's why even they scare people with jail. That's why snitching is at an all-time high, because people are scared of that. It's like, but people always, man, like, so I look at it like that too. Um, I know, I'm like, I don't know. I know a lot of people aren't really gonna feel what I'm saying, and I know a lot of people are gonna like bad talk me about this. It's my belief, and I know that that to be able to really have what you want and want what you want, you gotta let go of that fear. You gotta let go of all the fear. You gotta silence out all the noise, all the chatter, everything that's going on inside. I mean, outside. It's not what's going on inside. You gotta clean inside, and then outside will become better. So you gotta take control of everything that's going on inside of you, all the demons, no matter what it is. You gotta settle it once and for all, and understand that you don't have to keep living like this. You don't have to keep living in fear. You don't have to keep doing what everybody does, what everybody else does. You don't have to keep doing that. You don't have to live life as a simpleton. You know, you can live life, be unique, be your own person. Stop being like everybody else, because the masses, when you live like everybody else, you start noticing that nobody's actually doing anything. So then you end up not doing anything, because everybody wants to look at what the next person's doing. Yeah, my best friend isn't taking a risk and starting his own business, I'm not gonna do it. Nah, fuck that. If he ain't starting his own business, then oh well. I'm gonna still create mine. And if they don't agree with it, then they weren't meant to be in my life. You know, we gotta stop sitting there trying to impress people and just try to help people. When you live life trying to impress, you're still living life you're still living life like everybody else, because that's what people do on Instagram and Facebook anyways. They start posting about their lives, all the cool stuff that happens, so it's like people that are going through shit will watch that and then put them in a depressed state of mind because they want that life. We gotta stop trying to impress people and just start to uplift people, honestly. um I feel like I went a little off track with what I was talking about, you know but I just wanted to say that's all I wanted to say today. It's like I just want you guys to know that we are more than what we believe we are, and we can become more than what we believe we can become. All we have to do is just go for it. Read some damn books, guys. Read some books that'll help you out. Watch some videos that'll help you out. Listen to some audiobooks if you don't like to read. It's all right. It's okay, man. I wouldn't judge you. I became a nerd this last like year and a half, 2 years. I became the biggest nerd. I be reading books. I be watching videos that a few years ago you would never have caught me watching. I I since 2 years ago. Before then, I didn't even pick up a book since I was out of high school. And I've been out of high school since I was like 17, 16, 17 years old. So it's like I look back at that, it's like if I haven't read a book in that long, you know, I started noticing that my life was not going the right way. And I started noticing that all the wealthiest people in the world all go back to reading books. Like Bill Gates once said, if he ever had a superhuman power, it would to be to read books faster. That says something from a billionaire. If a billionaire says to read a book, go ahead, read a book. It ain't gonna hurt you. And if somebody judges you for reading a book, that's because they're too scared to get out their comfort zone and do something different too. I don't judge. I'm not God. I can't judge you. You understand? There's only one thing that can judge you, and that's the higher power. He can judge. He's the only one. You understand? So who cares what other people think about you? Who cares what other people say about you? I know a lot of people be saying stuff about me. So, but I don't care about that. I don't care about that because it's not what makes me. What makes me is just me. I'm a great person. And yeah, I'm a great person, and I believe that we all have the ability to be the best version of ourselves. We I believe in everybody. I believe everybody, once they get out of their comfort zone, once they get out of that judging zone, once they get out of what other people think about them, they're gonna become great. And it's gonna become great to see how many people make it to the top, to see how many people made it from the bottom to the top. That's gonna be a beautiful feeling. Just a wonderful sight to see, honestly. To see one another help each other build some businesses. It's gonna be crazy. 2020 is the year. 2020 is the year we all get our vision back. Some of us are gonna believe it, some of us are gonna go for it, and some of us are gonna still stay the same. But man, don't let that chatter what's going on the outside control what's going on the inside. You are still stronger than any of this fear. You are still stronger than anything that's going on in this world. You are bigger than that. So just keep going. Just keep shooting for your dreams. Keep shooting to strive for greatness. Keep trying to do best for your kids, for your family. Keep it going. Don't stop. Don't stop. As long as you're breathing, as long as you're still breathing this fresh air, you know that you still have a purpose on this earth. Because if you didn't have a purpose, you wouldn't be here no more. So keep going for it, guys. Thank you. Like, subscribe, share this video, please. And peace out.